she made her decision. And we had to book a hotel room, and we went to the hotel, and then when we were at the hotel we had to message the lady and tell her we were there, and then she showed up and I was able to ask her questions. And I think the only thing I really asked was like, well, what is it? And then she explained that it was a thing called Biogel, and basically they told me it was just not accepted in America yet, and that it had been used overseas as fillers for like a long time. And the lady had been doing it to herself for a few years, and she had like really huge like butt and hips. It looked really nice. She said she did it all the time, like anytime she felt like she needed a little bit of like adding. So I kind of just felt like, oh well, if she does it to herself, like whatever, like why not let her do it, you know? So I let her do it. I laid on the bed. She injected me about 5 times on each butt cheek. No numbing, no nothing. Just put some clear liquid right into the butt cheeks where I wanted them to be fuller. It was immediately fuller, obviously. It was swollen. I got a fever for like 3 days to where I was like hallucinating, and I messaged the lady and I was like, should I go to the hospital? And she was like, no, just take some ibuprofen. Oh man, I probably should have went to the hospital, but I survived. And then I started getting some like dark spots on my butt, and I messaged her again, and at this point they were like, nobody's at this number. And it was just like, oh god, the whole thing was shady. So obviously I should have known better to begin with.
So looking back now, do you think your expectations at that time were realistic?
Yes and no. I think just because I had seen so many girls in Atlanta, you know, being around like a lot of my friends are strippers in Atlanta, and just being around all those like butts, like a lot of them had it done. So I assumed that it was just normal and everyone would be fine and that everyone would have the same results. And some people have problems right away, some people have problems later. So I think that I had just expected it to be a little bit bigger than it already was, and just not really to cause problems. And so maybe I was a little delusional, thinking that I, you know, was like untouchable and that it would be amazing. And in the long run, my butt actually got smaller than it was before I went. So, you know, you got to think about where you're